Everybody, this is Aztec 101 in the ring. Real quick, I do want to talk about Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. Um, I think it was a good fight. It was a good fight, back and forth. Could have been probably fight of the year, but but I had a hard time figuring out who won the rounds. I think it was very very close. I have to see the fight again, and by that I mean not figuring out who won this close fight, but there has to be a rematch. There has to be a real winner. So I'd love to see the fight again. I hope they make it, soon, right away. And as far as this fight goes, it was almost the way Thurman predicted it. I mean, it looked like Sean Porter was trying to outwork him. And he really was doing a great job attacking the body and mixing it up, trying to close the distance, make the fight up close. Thurman reacted well, though. He was trying to give him different angles. He was trying to get him out of the way. He was timing him. Um, so it was just a battle of who was in better condition, and they seemed pretty equally conditioned for that fight. So um, turned out to be a close fight. I mean, Thurman came out the winner. He's still the champ, and I think he's probably one of the most dangerous fighters in the division. So that I give a lot of props to Porter. Um, Even his fight with Brooke, I didn't think it was as lopsided as a lot of other people thought it was. I thought it was a close fight. Um, Personally, I thought right after the fight that Porter won. That was my opinion. Mainly, I'd like to see the fight again, and even if they don't do it, Thurman has a lot of fights to make. I remember I saw, there was a post fight video, and he was saying that this raised his stock, which I think it did, but he's pretty much where he was supposed to be a few years ago. He's not where he should be now. He made I think 1.4 million in this fight, which is pretty close to what he made with fighting Robert Guerrero. Um, Keith Thurman has the style that just makes it a little bit dangerous for himself too, because he even in this fight, the reason why I enjoy this fight was close, right? But it was much more entertaining than Porter versus Brooke. Why? Because Thurman took risks and he capitalized on a lot of the risks. He landed some great punches, got out of the way. Sometimes he got caught, but he took the risk and it made it into an entertaining fight. So he's the kind of fighter though that's so strong and he lands so much power. I mean, he says that he sometimes injures his arms and there's pain in his shoulder, and I can imagine that. So not to say throw him into the wolves recklessly, but he needs bigger names. So Danny Garcia, I think is a good fight. Even though I think that a unification with Brooke would be a good fight. I think Brooke might be a better fight now. Um, if he can get to him. If he can get to him, because Brooke seems like the kind of guy that he thinks he's more than what he is, so the fight won't happen. You know, I think Jesse Vargas tried making a fight, not going through. I mean, Keith Thurman can go after Errol Spence now, right? But he won't get the respect he should for beating him if he beats him. Not yet. So that fight has to marinate. and that's more of fucking Errol Spence got to speed up the process. You know, so Danny Garcia seems like a good fight. Um, Hopefully they make it soon because Danny Garcia uh, takes a lot of time off, and during his time off, he doesn't really show his face in between, so you see more of his dad, and it kind of that turns me off of Danny Garcia personally. I think that um, the more that they show his dad, the less fans he's gonna have. Um, I wish they did sort of a little tournament at welterweight so they can get, a champion in there. But even if they don't do a tournament, some of these guys are big enough to move up, and they probably should move up. But we'll find out. This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.